question from one of our viewers about long-term investments. The question is, can you only make long-term investments when you're young, meaning longer term, more lucrative investments when you're older, are they no good for you? Well, interesting question. Number one, of course, when you're younger, you're in a better position to actually do stuff because you have more time on your hands that you can leverage. It's the time, let's say you're 19, 20, you don't have a family yet, you don't have any children, any responsibilities. In fact, you may still live at home and you may not even have any bills. That's the time to take the most risk because you have the most leverage. You can start a business, you can invest your spare change, you can even go into more riskier investments because you really don't have anything to lose. However, when you get older, your investment tolerance, not even tolerance, your strategy begins to change. Now, long-term investments, let's say when you're 60, 70, when you statistically may not have that much longer to live, you make a 10-year investment. Let me give you a perfect example. Larry Silverstein, the owner and developer of the World Trade Center, the way that it works was he did a 99-year lease, meaning that he had the right to build on the land for 99 years. And one of the things that he said, I actually interviewed him, he told me, he's like, it's very risky to make a bet like that with a lease, the type of length that'll last way beyond my lifetime. He's already in his 80s, 90s now. Again, that's one such example. However, that also goes to show, are you investing long-term in terms of just your lifespan, or are you making long-term investments for generational wealth building? And therein lies I want to call it the conundrum, but therein lies the key, right? If you're investing for your children and your grandchildren, you can make very long-term investments that way. You can have things locked up in properties. You can have things locked up in trust. So no, it's not just when you're young you can make long-term investments. You can always make strategic investments according to what your objectives are. Again, pretty much the only thing that's difficult is making those short-term investments where you think you can just invest in something today and you get rich tomorrow. Simply not how money works. And the shorter your investment horizon, the greater the volatility, the greater the risk, and the greater the likelihood that you're going to walk away with nothing. So no, long-term investments are great when you're young. They're great when you're middle-aged. They're great when you're old, provided that you're investing for the purpose of passing it down to your heirs. What do you think? Any comments on long-term investments? Which ones are you making? Let us know in the comments.